Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wow. What a live stream. I can see why this is emote only.
I wrote down some things here that I wanted to go over. The first thing I think is the most important thing we go over here, okay?
It is actually ironically going to be. So, first off, leveling your character to 100, okay?
You level it to 95, and you level it to 100. This is going to change the base stats on your characters. This change alone is going to be, I think, pretty big. It means a Bennett buff. It means any character that you want to level to 90, not just because they're your favorite character, but because, you know, their stats scale off of being level 90, right? Whether it's EM or base attack like Bennett. These are going to be the characters that you probably want to do this first with. Like this says here. So they're going to add characters to this. Once event progress requirements are met, travelers can claim 1 Stella Fortuna for characters you own from the list above. You get a free con every what? Every 6 or 12 weeks? You only claim the con for characters shown here. It most likely won't be for Archons, huh? This would have been better if you didn't need to own the character. Well, I mean, if you didn't need to own the character, this would just be a free 5-star, right? That's not the intention of them adding this system to the game. The intention of them adding the system to this game is for you not to pull a 5-star, it's for you to keep pulling the same 5-star over and over again. Every 8 weeks till change. This is probably foreshadowing them doing more chronicled wishes. I mean, they're gonna have to do more chronicle wishes to incentivize people to keep pulling on cons for characters. Right. So this doesn't mean that the level cap of the game, well, this doesn't mean that the level cap of the game is going to be raised for you, right? The level cap is still 90, right? Technically, there's this new level cap, but you don't need to spend any extra mora or any extra credits or anything like that, right? I think, to your point, I guess we gotta see how good the increase is. I think that, you know, I think it will make a huge difference. I think even just a 10 levels increase is gonna make a huge difference in Onslaught, honestly. You know, where whales are engaging in that system at the end game, right? These are the sorts of things that are gonna rub 5 to 6 to 7 seconds off of your time. I think it's pretty big over there. Okay, we'll roll out Stella Fortuna unlocks for select characters first. Through the Tempered Ice and Journey so far, players will be able to earn up to 4 additional Stella Fortuna for 5-star characters per year. They can also claim 4 exclusive 5-star characters. I don't know. This verbiage is not entirely true. The way he's saying this. We're gonna have to see how this plays out, honestly. I don't know how to feel about it right now. I really don't know how to feel about it. There's a new thing, incentivizes you to C6 characters. I think it's a good idea for them to figure out something to do with overflowing constellations. I don't know if the decision to decide to raise the power level in turn now gives you an incentive to pull a C6 character. This is going to affect endgame content. I don't know if that's a decision I would have made. Right now, I'm in the red flag territory slightly, more so than this is a beige thing. We do have avenues of getting them for free. And now this is going to introduce tier lists of what characters do you level 100? What are the first ones you do? Listen, I mean, I do have a C6 character, sure, but this is not going to motivate me to go pull C7 Navia. So I think this is going to be one of those things where eventually once you hit a C6, you know, 5-star standard character, then that's what this was supposed to be for. But the incentive there is, I think it's a little bit of a miss so far. Outside of that, does anyone have any questions or commentary on this part? Will talent levels also go up? I don't think that's the intended purpose. Skirk has, I think, a constellation that raises her talent levels. I think they're definitely experimenting with ways to do that for sure in the future. The other big point I wanted to get to here, phase 1 is going to be Lauma and Nahida, okay? Phase 1. Now, you know what this means? You know why we're getting Nahida? Because we're getting Chronicled Wish, phase 1. It's looking like Dea, Alhaitham, Wanderer, Sino, Nilu, Tanari, and this means all of their weapons as well. Nilu's coming home. So what am I going to do? I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to guarantee, you know, my guarantee is going to go towards Lauma. I'm going to get Lauma, and then the rest of it is going to be thrown at Nilu, because I don't have Nilu, and the key. Also, the Hunter's Path might be something I kind of want to pick up for. We'll see how everything goes, but it's not looking good. Oh yeah, here's her weapon. I will say this, okay? We're getting a bunch of new weapons, craftable weapons in the region. On top of that, for 6.0, there's going to be an event catalyst as well. So before you decide to pull for this weapon, I would probably wait to see how this weapon compares to the event weapon and the craftable catalyst already. Sometimes the difference is only 8 to 10% correct. We do wait and see. Sometimes it is not that big of a difference, right? And your primos are better saved to be spent elsewhere. If phase 1 wasn't crazy enough, Flynn's and Yelan. I want to see one Yelan, but I don't know if I'm going to have the funds for it after having to get Lauma, Nilu, and Key. I know it's going to be phase 2. Uh-oh. Well, there's a scam. Don't be tempted. I mean, listen, generally I would say yes, but it's more nuanced than that. It's not always a scam. It's sometimes what your account needs is actually not just 5-star weapons, right? I can't tell you how many accounts I've seen that have one Favonius sword, one Favonius lance, and you have all the right characters and all the right builds. What your account needs is an influx of weapons, right? Generally speaking, the weapon banner is not always the best place for you to spend your primos. However, every once in a while, every few months or so, there's a banger weapon banner, right, where both weapons are decent, both 5-star weapons are decent, but more importantly, the 4 stars on that banner are actually good. It's definitely something to consider. Some of the other points I want to look at here. What the was this thing? I'm confused here about this. Traveler's Tales, okay? Once the update drops, travelers will receive a special notebook, okay? Recorded inside are all the little moments shared between characters and Traveler's Tales, okay? And here's a little surprise. After grabbing the notebook, you can head over to the shrine in Inazuma, where a special new spot will appear. Awesome. Choose someone to make a wish about. Now, honestly, this would be super based if you somehow got to make a wish on this and it increased your drop rate, even by like 5 or 10% on this character on the next banner that they are on. Is it going to do that? I don't think so. No way, 10%. Just quietly write down the name of the companion you want to see. And who knows, you might run into somewhere in the open world after. So it's permanent and you can wish for characters you want to meet. So when you get the anecdotes, you make a wish. I still think it's just another dialogue option. That's just asking for so much. Oh, okay. This dude's pretty cool. I'm confused here. They said something about what you can do at this guy. Travelers can chat and spar knuckle duckle to get character level up materials. Is this going to be a new place to spend your resin then? I don't know if there's something to say. Okay. I did get this friendship level 6 from Anefa. You receive a mysterious bolt. So I know Anefa's appearances will actually change. This is a cute. I'm so happy for this. One of the biggest, I don't know, lore drops or confusion I have about this. This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat. They landed in Nodcry when they first landed in Teyvat? Really? Since when? Why did they just suddenly introduce the spaceship? Well, I mean, the spaceship's been talked about, right, before, with the recent Archon quest. And it wasn't even like he didn't remember. Is this not Aether speaking here too? Hold on.
This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Yeah, when Lumine and I first... This is Aether talking.
All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship.
Where is this in time? I'm so confused on... I have no idea where the f this is like at in the lore at all. Was this when she chose him over Connery?
Return to your graves and forever rest in peace.
Honestly, his music is gonna be so fucking good.
The long sleep beckons. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful.
Also, this...
Ad Astra Abyssal.
So this is just Sandrone, right? I remember we thought that, like, I mean, Catherine is still in the world. But so we're just gonna get introduced to Sandrone this way?
Welcome to Not Cry, Dominion of the Fatigue.
Dominion of the... Also, this place looks so fun. I love this merchant town, steampunk vibe. It's very... Reminds me of very much like Arcane, like the underground parts of Arcane. Sandrone made Catherine, by the way. Did she? I didn't know that. All Catherine is made by Sandrone. Oh.
Need anything else?
I like this. What is fucking Dory doing here? Also, why is Dory here? I'm not a Dory hater, okay? It's just so random to me. Alice? What does that have to do with Dory? I don't know the lore between Alice and Dory. Alice is the supplier of Dory. Okay, thank you. W Dory?
Forget to make the great Lord so
I'm more of a Dora than a Dory, but sincere apology. Okay.
Able to come down and greet you at the
First off, I don't appreciate what they're doing to my girl Inefa here. Treating her like she's just this aloof character that gets stuck and random stuck because she's just a dumb robot. Really?
present moment. I will have to converse from up here.
She's hilarious though.
Need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household.
In terms of 4 stars, you know, it's gonna be pretty. I'm a fan of having more 4 stars in the game. Okay. I would not imagine this one the first like Hydro Claymore user, but here we are.
Only in Notcry, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
So a new form of elemental energy. Okay, cool.
We Frostmoon Scions are the last descendants of the ancient Golden Realm.
So in terms of factions, we have the Frostmoon Scions, we have the Light Keepers, we have the Fatui, and then we have the Clink Clank people, I guess, the Workshop people. So we have 4 factions in Nodcry.
Follow me and bask in the sun.
Also, finally, we get some official gameplay reveal, okay, of fucking Llama. We've been sitting here sipping over Flynn's. The dude's not even coming till phase 2. Where's the Llama trailers when she's coming in phase 1? What is going on? Who's making these decisions over there?
Light of the moon.
Look at this. Perfect. It's Dragonite. Look at this. Perfect. Finally, some gameplay. Catalyst. Typical Catalyst user. I'm assuming she does Dendro normal attacks.
For the
Beautiful ult.
everlasting forest. It is also said that when the moon's shattered,
Listen, there's other appealing things to get Llama for.
most
I'm sure some people have already seen some of the stuff about like her traversal mechanic. That's for sure cool.
fragments
But she also has interactions with animals, and that to me is just so cool. And people salute you.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me.
So Columbia was from Nodcry, and now she's returned to Nodcry and has left the Fatui. When you leave the Fatui, are you still a Harbinger? Is that a thing?
The Fatui built their research facility on top of the remnant over on Paha Isle, but they've had their sights set on the one here too.
There's a lot of different Fatui in this region. They've decked out a lot of them.
Fatui's way.
The Frostmoon Scions will never hand over anything to the Fatui. With your blood, we shall draw an inviolable line in the snow.
I don't see any vision on her. Is that Animo? Maybe this is Animo. And yes, this is absolute Svarog and Clara vibes. I'm assuming she's gonna be the main antagonist for the first of Lunar 1 of phase 1 or whatever. I don't think she's gonna be the main antagonist for the entire time though.
Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Assessing risk level maximum.
This is crazy. Okay, this Kamehameha right here, bananas. And this okay, look at this. Is this an alt animation? Or I'm assuming this is part of a cinematic trailer within the Archon quest, right?
Any faction in Notcry.
This, we actually are confronting our sibling. I'm assuming this is not some time bullshit going on here.
I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden.
Who's this talking? I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. I'm assuming that's her sister. That's Lumine.
Wondering if your sister might be in cahoots with the Fatui?
Is our sister in cahoots with the Fatui? Isn't she? I thought that was obvious. No?
I'm not asking you to trust me. Just don't try and stop me. Take care. The moon can be treacherous.
借助月灵的力量呢，旅行者们不仅能
Kuhiki? The Kuhuki? The Kahukis? So these are just what? These are just a special form of Sealies?
能够完成。
Do these not look like the Kurobots? I mean, not really. But these ones kind of do. They do? Okay.
还可以兑换到5把罗德卡莱。
Thank God we finally made it to this. Okay. So Serenity's Call, Master Key, Prospector Shovel, Black Marrow Lantern, and Snare Hook. If we were to project, right, if we were to plan how good or useful regional weapons have been, they've only been getting more and more useful, right, as time has gone on. You know, Sumeru, we have what, like Sapwood, and I think a couple other ones are pretty niche. And then with Fontaine, the bow, the Claymore, and then in Natlan, a lot of them are more focused on Natlan characters. These, I hope these are good free-to-play alternatives. Look at these guys! Look at these little hermit crabs! This is so cute! Listen, I can only imagine the local legends for this area are going to be bananas.
那对于越战放反应呢，它更像是将队伍中的角色进行了一次。
I think this design philosophy is I think this is good. You know, making the stats on your other teammates matter a little bit more. It just gives you more avenues of improving your team, I think. Even if the formula is like whoever has the highest EM, it counts like the majority of their damage. Second or third character, it's only like 5 to 2% or something like that. I mean, even that is still something. It's something to always be working on your builds for, I think.
重新分工，短暂的变身成。
So this is the traversal buff here, okay, in Outcry. Briefly shapeshifts into a special half-human, half-deer form.
半人半鹿的特殊形态。
I wonder how long this lasts.
新的内容。
This is, I love this. I want them to do more of this stuff. Like imagine you had Nilu and you were walking in the bazaar or on the stage, like everyone bowed towards you or whatever like that. You approach with Llama. Look. And they throw up gang signs and salute you and stuff. Well, you can't really see it right now because of this. But look, see? Nothing. Boring. Boring. Look at that. Throwing up the signs. And they salute her. It's so cute. Gang signs? Yeah. Frost moons for life.
小动物，由于拉乌玛自己的特殊体质啊，
Here's a special bond with them. Look. It heals. Boom. And some other animals even show their stored food. There's stored food. She's taking the savings of these little guys.
去采集矿石。
And they gather
我
ore
认为
for
就
you?
是一个开放世界，它的真实感。
This is how
同样是
characters'
呈现在
identity and ability. They need to keep doing this. Having these little quirks and stuff, the characters' interactions of where they originate from, where they mainly reside, is just going to make the world feel more lively. It's going to make it feel more than just a world that you just complete stuff on a checklist for, just for primos. This was an interesting thing.
当执政人的
When danger is near, the lamp lights up.
靠近危险的时候，它会转变为
That's
警示
cool.
危险的色彩。
And then Flint can understand the whispers of the wild hunt. Like, how useful is this going to be? Additionally, Flynn's will be able to decipher the whispers of the wild hunt. I just don't understand. Travelers may run into the extra or also look, this thing takes your health. A ghost just took your health in this thing.
有的时候，说不定会有一些。
Strange chill eminence from the chair as if your life is slowly being drained away.
我
Ghosts.
们为各位旅行者就露过面的角色，在新版本啊，它的称呼也从愚人
So in this new update, her title is changed from Fatui Harbinger to Moon Maiden.
刻着的呢，就是曾经的少女。
It's sculpted in the image of her past self. Past self meaning before she was a Harbinger, I'm assuming.
说到曾经
So she was born in Outcry. Does that mean she was already worshipped as a deity before joining the Fatui?
没错，目前
Exactly. She was already worshipped before joining the Fatui. Okay. Why would she leave the Fatui? I don't understand that. Why would she leave the Fatui? Because they're attacking Nodcry, maybe? I mean, yeah. I know that seems pretty dumb now that I say it out loud. Wouldn't the Fatui be better off with having the person that's being worshipped in Nodcry, right, on their side? Maybe it was a temporary alliance. Maybe Fatui doing some bad in Nodcry and she don't agree type shit. This version combines story quests with the Archon quests. What we didn't get for the 5-star characters in Natlan, right? We did not get any story quests. They decided to kind of divvy out the story quests into the tribe quests to try to highlight those characters. And it seems like they're doing something similar here where they're combining the story quests with the Archon quests. I feel like the tribe quests did not hit the same way as the story quests for me.
奖励。
Right, so you're still getting rewards as if it was a story quest. Archon quest rewards. Look at that, 500 primos. Look at that. Huge. called Meeting Point. Okay. It's designed to showcase snippets and moments of the characters' everyday lives in Teyvat. So this is what they're doing for hangout events now, I guess. And then new artifacts, guys. Look at these artifact sets. They're so cool. Do they tell us what they do? No, of course not.
圣遗物。
I'm a fan of this area.
Stop by the Curatorium of Secrets, and we can exchange.
I don't know. I'm getting kind of a little bit more sold on Nefer, honestly. Looks wise, 100%. But we'll have to see what the gameplay is. Yelan 2.0. Yes, green Yelan, the Green Ranger, and earns you a sword crafted in the style. Okay, so we're getting a free sword. That actually looks better than every region in Teyvat. And here's the thing, I think that is a good expectation to have. I think you should, as game developers, strive to make your subsequent regions better and better and better every time. And I think for me, Natlan was my favorite region, and maybe this will be my new favorite region. I don't know. I love this because there's a lot of like enemy variation here. I don't know how like if we're gonna be able to fight all these enemies though. That's the thing. Yeah, so this is the traversal mechanics. One of the traversal mechanics that we're getting.
神秘的吸引或排斥的力量，完成关键解谜。旅行者可以选择从正门
This is
跑
cool.
路，直
You
面
can charge into the front and fight your way past the Fatui. First off, look at these fucking things. These things look crazy.
与人众的阻拦，
Or take the stealth route.
还会发现许多安保机关。
This is what I'm actually kind of excited. This will be the next stupid challenge I do. It'll be like who here has played Call of Duty Zombies? It'll be like the zombie mode. It'll be like how many waves can I survive? Right, trying to get like wave 1000 of
也要注
this
意了，
right here.
一旦触发了云中的警报呢，很快就会有大批士兵赶来围剿入侵者。
也可以完成
So
打
this is
卡
the new event we're
挑战别人
getting.
等活动或
Okay, so
是
here's the
延
thing. We're getting in this event. We're getting one of the events we're getting. We're getting a 4-star catalyst. Okay.
截取到
Local legend bounty quest from Catherine is kind of wild.
还能从中获取
Faint glows, cool. So we can get a little avatar frame. Are there other avatar frames in this game? Was there an avatar frame for the KFC collab? I don't think so. This is Neo. Okay. Okay, the Imaginarium Theater update. I was excited to go back to this part because they mentioned something about player trading, and I had no idea what the hell they were talking about. Okay, with the Mage's arrival, a special item called Lunar Arcana has appeared on stage. After the event updates in the new version, okay, so we have the full... Okay, these are all Arcanas. They're very familiar. If you've played Persona, this all should be very familiar. Travelers can start a new challenge mode. 28 to 32 characters. Called Lunar Mode. It can be quite challenging. Be properly prepared at the beginning of performance. Add at least 28 characters to start. Character has reached level 70. Oh great, more whale content. I mean, honestly, this isn't even whale content. This is, you've been playing the game for a long time. I wouldn't say this is whale content. 28 characters, are you kidding me? Listen, I've already criticized the latest, the 24 one. It was already too much. I can't even get into Visionary. I can't get into Visionary either. I feel you. Beating the additional combat stage, the Arcana challenge. So this new challenge pops up here.
额外
Okay.
的战斗关卡，
Defeat 17 opponents. Keep fighting until the cooldown ends.
特别
Will reward you with an elusive Lunar Arcana. You don't need very good builds for theater because reactions carry most of the time. I mean, that's the thing. You really don't need builds. You just need the characters to be 70, which in itself is a lot of resources, which is why I think it's more of a time thing opposed to a whale thing. The tower. You can only draw once per Imaginarium Theater season. The Chariot Justice, a confirmed selection. So these are just collectible cards. They're not just cool collectibles, you can trade them with your friends too. Okay, so this is all just for some collectibles. I mean, honestly, is this mode worth doing for the collectible? Probably not, but you're gonna get primos for this mode, so that's kind of where it sucks. And you can exchange Arcanas with people. I didn't think we would have player trading for some niche game mode in Imaginarium Theater though. No, my days. But here's the good thing. We're getting a Nahida thing. Nahida trail. More importantly, we're getting a fucking Yelan trailer. Finally.
朋友，新手召唤
TCG is getting an
我们也准备了
update
很
per
多新的角色牌
usual.
面
Anniversary rewards. Okay. We're getting 20 pulls. You're getting a feather, getting an elixir, getting resin. In-game mail, you're getting a hovering daybed, a cat bed, and you're getting a little cute cat. Look at this cute cat.
气踏。
Allows you and your friends to ride together.
另外，
And the top-up bonuses are getting refreshed. Yay. And we're getting the permanent 5-star selector. Now this makes sense as to why they were showing the constellation level here. So the part here, they mentioned something about how they're going to be adding something to allow new players to, I guess I'm assuming, keep like a permanent 5-star selector for new players. I guess would be pretty fucking good, honestly. I love this, okay? Updating the compass. But Oculi, Shrines of Death, and other content in version of Luna 1 will be providing adventure XP. I had no idea it didn't already provide adventure XP. Imagine my surprise. I had no idea like this was, I had no idea. This is so nice though. I can't tell you how many times I almost forget to do trials because I just don't want to deal with it because I've already done the trial on a character. So to be able to just click the accept on it is so nice. Okay, the Battle Pass now offers harvestable rewards, and the Stardust purchase limit in the shop has been increased. This is not taking away, this is not replacing anything. This is just they're adding more rewards to the Battle Pass. This is actually really nice. Left this month 70, 30, 120, and 30. Ah, okay, so they increased the ceiling. They just increased the greens from 70 to 120. Is this really a thing? Like, I had no idea that in co-op world that the health scales differently. Are you ready to see Arcane meets Genshin? New maxing? This looks like Arcane. I forgot to feed him. I think he's dead. I think that's the whole point.
各位旅行者，欢迎回来。
继续。那接下来我就要为和我一样的老玩家说说话了。
好呀。
其实我们玩了好几年。
是当旅行者们已经拥有某位角色，并且在之前也通关了他的且试圣手活动的时候呢，在新的且试圣手活动上线的时候，就可以直接领取奖励了。
OK， 我懂了。那感觉第3条也很方便呢，不错不错。哎，鸡哥，那最后这条多人游戏难度下调，这有什么说法吗？
哎，这个我也必须解释一下啊，因为在原神当中啊，寻求多人游戏组队的旅行者，其实有很大一批，他并不一定能够单独挑战游戏中的强敌或者高级秘境。而我们默认设置的这个多人难度的调整规则呢，其实是以大家都有独立挑战的能力为前提的。那这就会导致他们在联机抱团取暖的时候啊，有时候会遭遇更艰难。
I already know I have my llama fishy guaranteed. Yeah.
下调了大世界以及部分材料产出秘境的联机难度。
哎，确实啊，过去呢，我带同事过本的时候，偶尔也会小翻车一下。
哦，原来你也有这种情况。
是的，但现在的话，带同事过本就更有效率了。哎，等等等等，我好像被你带跑了，这才说到哪啊？继续继续。那接下来我就要为和我一样的老玩家说说话。
We're almost done with it.
其实我们玩了好几年。
There's a couple of things I want to look at again. There's a couple of things left that I really wanted to hone in on. Okay.
我探索到一定阶段。
In the new version, you can upgrade the treasure compass through the joint meeting point construction gameplay and track oculi, treasure, and treasure clues in Notcry. That is huge. How fast you could just 100% this map now. Open the Lunar Treasury to obtain Dust of Enlightenment. So they're doing the same thing that we did with Notcry, or with Natlin, with the treasure rooms. They're doing the same exact thing here with the artifacts, and you get Dust of Enlightenment. This is huge. The 4th affix can now be previewed for 5-star artifacts with 3 initial minor affixes. Huge! At this point, why aren't we just having artifacts that roll with 4 subsets? Just off the rip. Maybe too much right now. It's more of like, you know, I see this inevitably going away where it's just going to be 4-stat lines, I think. Well, it's just too stingy. This is a perfect thing that they're going to do where they're going to introduce some kind of item or an event. There's going to be something in the game where it increases your chances or it just guarantees 4-stat artifacts. Essence directly from Sanctifying Elixir extraction progress now. So we could spend artifact XP to craft an elixir. Optimizes the method of claiming bonus rewards. Okay. Now purchase okay, this is also kind of cringe. You can now purchase resin with primo gems on the settlement screen, so you can just do it here opposed to having to do it outside of the screen. Only 3 condensed is required for dailies, and 60 for resin means triple rewards meaning at least 3 artifacts. Yeah. And besides that, there was a dope symphony video that they showed off. If you remember, there was a blog post a few weeks ago where they showcased, they were starting to talk about the UGC content, the user-generated content that they were going to be adding. It's not going to be it's not going to be in Genshin. It's going to be separate from Genshin. Open beta on the second version, Luna 2. When Luna 2 is, I have no fucking idea. But there's a lot of really cool stuff here. I think this shit is going to be a lot of fun. That is the live stream. Chad Llama? Yeah, the Chad Llama is the first most important thing we need to go over, honestly.